We're making EDM today because I felt like it. How to make Shameless Jaron type beat, okay? It's an EDM genre. If you don't know who Shameless is, you are missing out like fucking majorly, bro. It's actually insane. Shameless, listen, is this producer here, right? And he makes the most fucking emotional, epic fucking future-based type shit I've ever heard in my entire life. This guy inspires me, and there's not a lot of people that inspire me, but this guy is actually fucking insane. Listen to this for a second, right? Shit's fucking insane. Like, this one is also really fucking sick. This one fucking hard. Like, that shit's fucking sick as fuck. So I was like, I'm gonna make something like that, right? So I did that. So we're going to dive into this Chernobyl ass looking project, right? And I don't know how to tackle this because I have not organized shit. Even though it looks organized, it's not organized because I have put same like patterns on the same fucking chain that's on vocals. Like, this fucking piano is on this vocal chain for some fucking reason. I don't know, man. But I'll just start from the intro and then like work my way towards the final drop. Alright, let's see. First, I started with a piano like always, by the way, so no one mistakes, right? This is the MIDI for the piano, and it sounds like this. So I strummed it with the Alt-S key, so it sounds a little bit more natural. I turned down the velocity so it's like softer. If I turn it up, you get this. So I turned them down a bit so you get slightly softer, right? So that's what I started with. Then I added some splice loops that I found because there's some good ass fucking splice loops. So I found this fucking resonance thing here first. We are in G major, just so you know, right? We're working in G major. So together, sounds pretty cool, right? So then I added this rain ambience that I also got from Splice because I didn't feel like downloading some 2-hour-long rain ambience video from fucking YouTube. That makes no sense. In the background, so you get this, right? Then I got this little pluck thing here. And for the intro as well, I have this impact. Then I start building up towards my little big thing, right? With this loop. The bass notes are different on this loop, but if you can mask that, like, by first of all EQing the bass out, right? And then adding your own bass, so. Right, then I have my piano and my resonance thingy. And then I copied over the MIDI to a Omnisphere patch here, which is strings. Sounds like this. And then I have this little vocal loop thingy. Sounded cool to me. So in everything together sounds like this. I'm kind of gonna race through this project because it's fucking huge, okay? So if you want more in-depth explanation, you can always hit me up and ask your question on Discord. But everything together here sounds like this. Then I have my first little drop thingy, right? Basically, I got this guitar here. Remove bass notes with EQing and stuff, and then I have made a bass in Serum, very simple, just white noise bass, sounds like this. I used a plugin on this bass. Kilohertz distortion. Kilohertz plugins are fucking insane. You need to get those if you start producing, okay? It has a spread option, and kilohertz distortion is one of the stereo enhancing plugins that has the most consistency, in my opinion, compared to any other, because it makes everything wide, but like very consistently wide, so you have the same amount of volume on your left and right ear. Sometimes if you like stereo image something, it's more to your right ear, something more to your left ear. It's annoying as fuck. So this kilohertz plugin is, for me, like a must in this fucking situation. Then I have this little tape guitar loop thingy. Sounds very off key, but that's like, I don't know, that just felt cool, so I added it. And then I get this loop back here. Yeah, so that's all the melodic elements, and then I have these drums here, right? Cool Cake from the Shameless pack, because it's a fucking Shameless type song. Little snare, little hi-hat. Then I have my glitch effect thingies also that I took from Splice, because I don't know, Splice epic as fuck, right? So I have these glitches. Apart from these two, actually, these are Nova's ambiences in the 5150 pack that's coming out sometime in the future. Right? And then if I put all the drum elements together like this, right? You get this. And then if I play everything together, sidechaining, by the way, on the kick for to get the bass and the melodies out of the way when the kick hits, so you don't get that clashing with the kick, even though I still have that in the drop. Throughout the whole song, I have these crashes and transition sounds. I'm not gonna really touch on those because, like, speak for itself. But yeah, just some sweep up, sweep down, crash, you know, basic stuff that you would normally use in any song. So next section here, I changed up the chords a bit. Same key still, but the chord progression changed, so it became this. Added this little arpeggiating piano as well. I added the bass, I added back that little pluck that I had in the beginning. This loop is back, and this loop continues. Got the impact again, so everything together sounds like this. I have this little vocal sample of a laughing woman because I can, so I do. If I can, I do. Okay, so that's why that's there. Then I have my first little teaser thingy for the first, or actually last drop, right? The big drop. This is just to tease that drop. There's no kicks apart from the supporting kicks on the bass line, which is a thing that Shameless does. So I was like, I'm gonna do that too. So I'm gonna go over this quickly and then go in depth on that drop over here. First, I have some vocal samples which carry the first part of the heavy drop melodically, right? There's no other pianos, chord stacks, anything. There's just vocal sample. Okay, so first vocal sample is this one. It's more of a supporting vocal sample because these are the main ones, which I just kind of chopped up and played in a sequence that I felt was kind of cool, sounded cool. So all the vocal samples together sound like this. I have this little thing. I have this little thing, which you can't really hear, but it's more of a weird background thing that supports those kicks that I'm gonna show in a second again. It's basically a really stretched out drum loop that I found. Then I have the kicks, which are like the cool element of that drop, because without them it sounds thin as fuck. So those are structured like this. Got my thingies back, my glitch effects, got this clap and these snares here. And then I got a Reese bass that I just play like you would in any like trap loop or trap song. Everything together sounds like this. So that's my like drop teaser basically in the first like 1/3 of the song. Then we go to what I would say is the next section of the song, right? This is one section, then this until that drop is one section, and then this is the final section. So here I made a little random like piano melody, right? I keep the key the same, but I change notes. So this one sounds like this. So that one plays on its own there for a second, and I have the same rain ambience as well here. So that sounds like this. Then I have this little arpeggiating melody again. Same piano, by the way. And then I come in back with the strings. Reese bass, same one as before. And then this counter melody with the violin. Just goes up in pitch every time. And then everything together, also I bring this one back, this little thing here, right? And then everything together, yeah, that's it. Just crashes, just like good transitions, and everything together sounds like this. Oh, I forgot. I have this little lead here that I made with Serum, right? This is the patch. This wavetable, sorry, is a vocal. So I pulled a wave file of a certain vocal that I liked in there. Like, you can pull them in here and change that into a wavetable. So it sounds a bit like a vocal, which I got that idea from a cloudy sky. I'm going back for a second here. Specifically this part. Like that lead. So I like thought, sounds kind of like a vocal, right? Yeah. So I was like, I want to kind of do that, right? So I made that lead. You can hear it kind of in the background because I didn't want it to overpower the violins because I like that. So sounds like this. I have a distortion plugin that like amps up in the end, so it transitions over to this Quanta section, which Quanta, this is funny, if people don't know what granular synthesis is, don't criticize my music. No, I'm kidding. But granular synthesis is one of the most important things in my like tool bag, basically. I love granular synthesis, it sounds fucking sick, okay? So I exported this little part, right? This one. Put it into a granulizer, Quanta 2, which granular synthesis is kind of like taking a small sample of a waveform and playing taking a few small samples of a waveform and playing them in randomized order to create like big pads and shit. And you can choose the grain size and how big your grain should be. So I kind of try to make it work with the BPM. So I exported that and then I added it into Quanta, and then I'll show you the plugin for a second here. This is what it looks like. This is where you choose the spot where you want it to pick their waveforms from, right? This is how your waveforms will play. Like, this is your volume shape, basically. And then you can grain size and length of the grains and randomize it a bit. So I did all of that. And then you get sounds that kind of sound like this. Granular synthesis is one of those plugins that you could use to make songs like for example, this song. You would be able to make, like if you grab a vocal and you put it in the granular synthesis, you can make something like this.
Not in a friendly way. Although I think...
Like, I'm 90% sure that is granular synthesis, right? Because it kind of sounds like it. So, yeah, that's how you get like that sound, right? Then I added ASMR because I'm a weird guy. Okay, listen, don't worry about it. Don't ask questions. Just listen to it.
I'm here. I promise I won't go anywhere. Yes.
I was like, that's kind of cool. Then I have this same little plucky thing. I keep on bringing back some of the elements because I want some coercive thing that people can listen to, so they can be like, oh, I heard that back then. So, you know, it's the same song, it's different elements. I bring back this little guitar melody thing. I add this little clock thing, right? Because I can, and it sounded cool. Yeah, crashes, transition sounds, that's it. There's only like 4 elements in here.
I'm here. I promise I won't go anywhere.
Bring back the lead, bring back the piano. Hold up, no, that's the violins. So you get, like, this transitions back into some build-up for the next, like, trappy part. Sub bass, sorry, Reese bass, Omnisphere volume. I put the volume up. Did I put it up there? Oh wait, that's Omnisphere, I'm sorry. Yeah, Omnisphere for the violin. And I transitioned back into this. And then I bring back the trap part, have the same lead, same violins and pianos, same drums, same glitches. It's copy and paste, but different melodies, different elements to it. So it feels fresh, but it's still like a reused aspect of the song. So people have something to like latch onto when they listen to the song. Because it's a 6-minute fucking song. It's long as shit. So here you go. Have this little like drum fill here. And this like trappy part is not so much as like Shameless or Jaron style, because it's just something that I liked and I wanted to put in the song. So I still want to do something that like I enjoy in the song. Not that I don't enjoy this drop. This drop is fucking massive, but like it's something that I just wanted to add so I can add like vocals later on. I have like 4 fucking people that want to hop on this, so I have some work to do on this. But like that's trappy part. I added the piano back here. And then we get into the meat of the song, the big, right? The big. So, listen. I bring back piano, original chords. I add the whatever the fuck that is. Hold up. That's stupid. Ah, that's Quanta. Okay. It's a different Quanta instance. I exported something else for that, I think. Yeah, I did. I exported the... Pretty sure I exported the piano. I'm pretty sure I exported this. Yeah. I exported this for that Quanta instance, and for this Quanta instance I exported this. So they sound slightly different. But it's basically a backing for the second half of the drop. So, Buildup. Sub bass, Reese bass, lead that I made before that sounds like a vocal. This Quanta that you can hear here. Granular synthesis, obviously. Piano vocals start building up because they are still low passed, and I have a automation clip that removes the low pass gradually, so it builds up. This bitch comes back. The kicks are here, but they are also high passed, so low passed and high passed at the same time. So they also come in gradually. Then I have this cymbal loop that builds up, which is also in the drop. Impact, crashes, you know how it is. And then the build-up sounds like this. Right? That's the build-up and the pre-drop fill with the kicks here. So I have for the pre-drop, I have this vocal that I got from a German creator on Instagram called Eine Lota. And I was like, she had a story where she was like, I'm releasing vocal pack, and I was like, ah, cool. Let me see what's in it. So I paid like $5, and then I was like, kind of cool. So I added this one first. Then I add this thing from the pendant loops in between drum kit. Right? Then I have this little glitch. Why are you still on? That's why. Reverse kick. And that's it. The kicks and the snares for like filler elements. Right? Alright, meat of the drop. This drop is fucking big, okay? So, same vocals as before. These. same bass, same loop. But now with a kick to add to it. So kick snares, same background kicks, same clap, same glitches. So that sounds like this. Then with the cymbal loop, which is kind of, it's a bit louder than the other one. So the other one kind of backs this one up because it's the same like flow, it's just that right? But this one is to add more like texture kind of in the background. So same drum loop, reverse kick. And then I have an extra vocal loop here, which sounds like this. Just for the background. Which together with the rest sounds like this. And then the big drop. Okay, this is the big final drop. This is the same vocal loop that I got from Einelota as this one, right? Same one, but different vocal, which sounds like this.
Come on, get out!
Right? Then I have this little, you know, vocal lead thingy. Then I have this one just playing for a few seconds here before the drop actually hits. Then I have violin. I bring back that violin melody because I didn't feel like making an actual lead and I liked how the violin sounded in the drop. So that sounds like this. And then the quanta loop. Chord stack. And you might be asking yourself how to make a chord stack. It's pretty fucking simple. Basically, you grab a serum or a citrus or what is it called? Harmor also works, whatever. Grab a saw wave, add some unison. I detuned this one pretty heavily because I wanted more of a white noisy than like a melodic element from the chords. Then I had hyperdimension for stereo imaging a little bit, and then compression. Linked it, EQ'd it. There was distortion on it, but I decided to get rid of it because it was a bit too oversaturated. I have another chord stack for backing it up without unison, so that one just sounds basic. That one is already distorted. That's like my big distortion element in there. Then I have the vocals back. I add a bass, which is kind of rolling like this. With another kick, by the way. Which I put in key with the bass, which is important when you play two elements like that together, because otherwise you're getting phasing and clashing. So then I have the same cymbal loop, same snares, different snare actually, an extra snare from the Panda Loops kit, which is the original Jaron snare, what we would call it, which sounds like this. So that's a snare that I added in the background as a more, like, so it hits a bit harder, but not like it doesn't take away from the energy from the first drop. And then when you mix everything correctly, EQ everything, kind of clip everything together, because like Shameless explained to me how he did Garden a while back, and he told me he didn't do true peaks or mastering. He just does soft clipper and then starts fucking boosting the shit out of his songs. So what I remember is Garden from Shameless is at -3 LUFS, which if anyone doesn't know what LUFS are, Spotify recommends -14 for uploading songs. SoundCloud -8, which is like -3 is fucking insane on that note, but I don't know how loud mine is. Let me see. And we're somewhere in the -8, -6, -5. So I'm not pushing as hard because I still want to like kind of hear some of those elements. Also, I don't know how the fuck he does that. Like push it that hard and have it sound kind of clean at the same time. But this drop, if you mix everything correctly and sidechain your kick, add your snares, there's no glitches in here because the glitches were a little bit too hectic for me. It sounds like this. And that's basically piano, Reese, and this loop back, and then that's the outro. So that's all song explained. I'll go over some of the sound design and stuff in a second. But that's everything. Just be sure to add your crashes and your sweep ups and sweep downs for good transitions. So for sound design, I did some serum patches like I don't even know what the fuck this is. Oh, that's a Reese bass. That's a bass. That's the drop bass. So drop bass is Reese bass first of all, and then I add this for mono compatibility, a little sine wave. So it's compatible in mono if you play it. So if I go to this drop here, like the little pre-drop thing, and I put my mix in mono. That's the important thing. If your mix stays upright in mono, that means you've successfully kind of mixed your stereo field, because most speakers play mono audio. So if you have a really fucking like phasing song like this, and I grab my corralometer here, which is correlation is stereo width measuring. So if it's up here, it's completely mono. If it's down here, it's fucking phasing and horrible. So if I put it completely stereo, that's phasing right there. Like that's not gonna be picked up by mono speakers. So if I grab my correlation meter now, like it's better. There's still always gonna be some phasing. I don't really give a fuck about it. Like as long as it's at least compatible in mono, it's fine. So that's what I did with the bass. That's why there's a sine wave, because mono compatibility. I distorted it, removed highs, compressed it with the compressor. In Serum, everything sounds thicker and better. Let's see. I added an EQ again, boosted a bit of the harmonics in the bass, so you get thicker bass. Distorted it, so you get even more thicker bass. Because without all of that processing, it sounds like this. It sounds better. It sounds bigger, right? Then pianos and stuff are from Labs. Omnisphere. I used Omnisphere for the strings, and chord stacks I've just shown you. The lead is just the vocal wavetable over here. Hyperdimension reverb before the distortion, so you get that little bit of like clashing distortion when it switches notes. Compressed it again because it sounds better. Mastering, it's fucking horrible, by the way, don't kill me. Endless Smile for up build-ups, which if you don't know what Endless Smile does, it sounds like this. It's like making build-ups in one plugin. It's really fucking like convenient to have it. It's like $50 as well with the sausage fattener. So if you can't afford it, just get it because it makes your life easier. Then I have this, for no fucking reason, there's a balance on here. One soft clipper. An EQ that looks like this because I wanted some more high mids, a bit more low mids because I want the warmth out of the song. OTT because I can. Soundgoodizer, don't fucking judge me because it just sounds better. Listen to it. Soundgoodizer just makes your mix thicker in my opinion. An imager, so I can make everything under 166 Hz mono because mono compatibility again. One more EQ. This was some muddy frequency that I didn't like. I boosted the overall loudness by doing this. Another EQ to remove this specific resonance, and removed everything under 30 Hz because I felt like I didn't need those. And then another clipper, right? Because I can. Man, fuck you. So that's mastering for most of the part. I did, however, when I exported it, throw it in another project and put a ozone 10 on it so I could limit the true peaks. Because I'm in music school and my teacher tells me to like do that because it's better for the song and for compression on like Spotify and SoundCloud. But that's basically all the mastering and mixing done because like I didn't master and mix that much. It's just stereo imaging, side chaining, volume balancing, and that's it. Like that's the whole song. So I won't show you the whole song because it's 6 minutes long. I'll show you the last drop, however, like final what you call it, final product, right? So I hope everyone learned from this. I hope everyone can use this information to their advantage if they want to make a song like this. And I will see you in the next video.